I didn't do a live Tuesday. So y'all know I had to come on here and do a live for the day. Okay? I wasn't going to let this week get away before, we did what we had to do. Now, in the meantime, in between time, there was a lot of messages that I was getting. So I've been using the last 2 days to kind of like piece everything together, okay? Because it's just been a lot coming in at once as far as downloads, as far as messages for the collective and myself. So separating the two, knowing what's for y'all, knowing what to keep for me, all of that, it takes deciphering, okay? A little meditation, a little sleep, rest, all of the things, all right? So anywho, what Spirit has been saying and the messages that have been getting repeated to me the last couple of days is y'all are finally about to understand why you were always different. Now, this may not have made sense for a while. This could be something that y'all have been battling with for a while in different ways. It doesn't always mean that you're not confident, but sometimes it does mean that there are moments where you are not confident in who you believe yourself to be. Okay? There's like this inner warfare where the higher part of you is ready to be exalted. That's how I'm getting it. Okay, ready to be, thank you. Yes, that's the song. Ready to be exalted, ready to be put on display. Okay, your higher self is ready to come up out that shell and show everybody what they've been missing. All right. Point blank period. Not hiding, not being afraid. You probably wondering why, you have so much energy, especially when it comes to doing new things, being around new people, taking action in places that usually you would kind of be a little, hesitant. All of this is your higher self coming in to take over. It is what it is. Your higher self is ready to take over. Okay? And a lot of y'all was trying to piece it together and try to figure out, like, damn, I feel like I've always been different. I feel like my life has always been more chaotic, or I've had more challenges, or I'm misunderstood, or whatever. Okay? Whatever it is for you, however it looks like for you. But it's about to start making a whole lot of sense. In a dream, Spirit showed me, it started off in like this office space. And somebody was trying to offer me a contract, but it was beneath me. They were trying to offer me a contract for something, and I'm like, no. And I had certain family members sitting around me, and they like, you stupid. You need to take this contract. You need to do whoop-de-whoop, wop-wop. You know what I'm saying? If I was you, I would do this. And if I was you, I would do that. And I'm just like, I don't care. I said no. All of a sudden, the dream transitions me to being on this fucking island. Okay, very well known island. I'm not going to say the name of it because I do want to travel there soon, and there's haters all around. But they put me on this beautiful island, okay? And I wake up in this hotel room in the bed, and I see the beach outside of my window, and I'm just so confused, like, what am I doing here? And something clicked in my head in the dream space. And Spirit was like, you're here to learn something. And I'm like, what? What am I supposed to be learning? What am I supposed to be figuring out here? I was very, very confused. Okay. Fast forward to one of those same family members showing up. And they're like, did you meet with this person yet? And I was like, I told you I wasn't meeting with that person. Okay, and I'm like, Spirit, why did I transition from being in this one place to being in this beautiful place? And this motherfucker is still asking me if I did something that I told him I wasn't going to do. Okay, And Spirit said, no matter how far up you get, people still want to have opinions on what you should and shouldn't be doing. It doesn't mean that you haven't made it to where you're supposed to be. There's always going to be somebody that thinks that they know better than you about your goddamn life. You could be very successful doing whatever you're doing, or you could be literally a couple milliseconds away from whatever you're doing going global or popping on a different level. And there's going to be people who want to come recommend shit to you. A lot of y'all need to close y'all ears off right now. Look at that. As I split the deck. Intuition downloads on the other side. So divine timing is coming through your intuition. It's coming through your ability to listen to yourself. Thank y'all for the gifts. And not the people who are in your space. The closer you get to whatever this is, there's going to be so many people trying to give you advice. And it's going to feel like in certain moments, of course, on the way to the journey, on the way to the destination, right? During the journey, there's these very high moments and then there's these very low moments, right? There's these moments where you feel great and everything is pretty much working in your favor. And then there's these moments where you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm lost. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go right or left. Everything is confusing. It feels like nothing is going right. And I feel like that's where a lot of y'all kind of are. Somewhere in between those two, right? Where it's like, things are going good, but I'm also confused as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's giving, Spirit said, passenger princess. That's the energy I got. But it's like you just get in a car. You don't know where you're going. So you're curious. Maybe even a little nervous. Maybe you're a little anxious. But you don't care because you're just having a grand old time. It's like that kind of like bittersweet energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's because y'all are so close to something so monumentally different that you've never experienced before. That nobody in your bloodline has experienced before. And we've been talking about that a lot over here. As far as some of y'all being the first in y'all bloodline to live out certain realities. And there's going to be a lot of people who don't get that opportunity. They don't get that chance. That's not their fate. And they're going to have some opinions about what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And how you should do this and how you should do that. What is going to look good for the family, or what is going to look good for you, or, you know, is you going to have benefits, and is they going to pay for your dental, you know. If you work for yourself, you got to pay your own insurance out of pocket. If you start this business, you're going to have to get taxed. Girl, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? How you gonna get that job and you don't got no degree? What you mean you just applied for a job that you don't even really got all of the qualifications for? I'm sorry. Is this your life? My intuition said apply for the motherfucking job. I know I got the qualifications, but I learned fast. They not gonna fucking know. The hell? Just because you motherfucking fearful and don't believe in yourself and don't trust yourself enough to do what you need to do. Don't come over here and rub that bullshit off on me. I'm over here trusting myself. I got faith in myself. I know that I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's how we live over here. Now, all that worry and doubt and, oh, how you going to do this and how you going to do that? Keep that. Okay? You're bringing the vibe down. Look at this. Lighten your load, babe. Listen. You're bringing the vibe down. The fuck? You are bringing down the vibe. I know I got people working on my behalf. I know that things are going to work out for me because it's me. Things always work out for me. For my highest good. At all times. In all types of ways. Expected and unexpected. If you don't live your life like that, that don't got shit to do with me. But I'm going to go and I'm going to take this leap of faith. And it's always a motherfucker sitting down that's always trying to give you advice on how to leap, ain't it? You done put a dent in that chair as long as you've been sitting down on your ass. And you want to tell me that I shouldn't go for something. And then they be the same ones who turned 80 and 90 and want to tell their great-grandkids all the things that they should have did. I should have took that chance, and I should have did this, and I should have did that. You know, I could have went to the NBA, and I could have went in the NFL. You know, I could have. You could have, would have, should have. I'ma do it right now. Ain't gonna be on my motherfucking deathbed or old as hell telling people what I could have did and who I would have been. I'm just gonna be that motherfucker right now. Yeah, spiritual growth. I'm a whole new person. I've been doing all this motherfucking work on myself. Tapping in with my spirit team. You know what I'm saying? Watching other people eat around me and not offer me a crumb. I mean, eating good steak and potatoes and lobster and scrumps and crab legs, you know. They was eating real good. I mean, so good. And I was sitting here eating my peanut butter and jelly and my oodles and noodles. You know what I'm saying? Period. I was eating my little ham and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Imagining that it was a little lobster or something. So when these roles reverse, we talked about this on Friday. You're gonna be happy that you got a lot of the bad before the good. Because there's people with the opposite, they're gonna have the opposite experience. See, don't always be mad that you had to do all the heavy lifting in the beginning. Don't be mad about that. Don't be mad that you struggled a little bit. Don't be mad that you had to, you know what I'm saying, take care of business and you went without this and you went without that. And you ain't have a lot of this, ain't have a lot. Don't be mad about it. Because when the roles reverse, you're going to be living good. And you're not going to have them demons biting at your ankles trying to get out the closet. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have them things, you know what I'm saying, giving you nightmares and having you up at night because you can't sleep because you're scared that some shit going to come out and get your ass. You don't have to worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about that because you got all the bad shit, all the rough shit out the way. And you thought it was punishment. It could have felt like that. Nobody's here to take away how it feels because sometimes that shit feels like punishment. It's like, well, what the fuck did I do so bad? Golly, what did I do? Did I hurt somebody? What the fuck did I do? Just struggle after struggle after struggle. Problem after problem after problem. Like, god damn, what the fuck did I do? It can feel like that. But when you not only go through what you need to go through so that you can learn whatever you need to learn, but you also sharpen your tools. You also go in and get some of these exercises down pat. You also get some experience and some wisdom up under your belt. You know what I'm saying? It's not just going through the issues and the problems. Yes, that's gonna be what it is. A life is not life without challenges, right? It don't matter how far up you get, you still gonna have a challenge of some sort. Okay? Period. But what are you retaining? What are you gaining? You know what I'm saying? What are you getting out of it? What are you pulling from these experiences that you're having? Are you learning something? Are you understanding something about yourself? Are you understanding something about life? Are you understanding something about people? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you getting from it? Because that's what's going to matter. You're not just going through things to go through things, because that's pointless and that's torture and that's mean. That's mean. And spirit is not mean. You know what I'm saying? You're going through this shit so that you can get what you need from it. So when you get to where you're supposed to get to, you don't have to go back through these unnecessary ass lessons. You can avoid them completely, so that you can maintain your peace, spiritual growth. I'm just not going through being broke just to be broke. I'm learning life skills. I'm learning budgeting. If I could budget a $40,000 a year salary, then I can definitely budget $100. You know what I'm saying? What are you getting from it? What are you learning? How is this benefiting you? In what ways is it benefiting you? That's what's important. You're not just going through shit to go through shit. If I can maintain my high vibrational energy with all these hating ass family members around, people that's supposed to fuck with me, people that's supposed to like me, people that's supposed to be there for me and shit, and they don't even fuck with me, then when I get up on these big screens and get around these high vibrational beings, it won't be a problem for me to stand on my own. When people want to pull me in different directions, it won't be a problem for me to be like, nah, that's not for me. Because I done learned how to be independent. It's not going to be a problem. I'm not going to fall for the okie doke. I'm not going to be afraid to stand in the corner and look pretty and look cute by myself. Because I learned that already. Your experiences have value. Your job is to find the value in the experience. That's your only job in life. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Your only job when you wake up every single day is to find the value in every experience that you have. Good or bad, ugly or sad. What's the value? What is this teaching me? What is this showing me? What am I learning from it? What can I take from this to make myself better? That's all you are experiencing things for. That's the only reason you experience in the first place. It is not more complicated than that. And when you look at the shit that way, you stop taking everything so fucking personal. You stop being all depressed and stressed out and whan's me. You know, life is being mean to me again. No, you gotta sit down and be like, you know what? Okay, let me cry it out a little bit. Nobody's saying you can't cry it out or scream it out, whatever. Okay, shake it off. Shake it off. All right? But then you gotta get down to business. Okay, why am I going through this? What are you trying to teach me, Spirit? Higher self, what are you trying to show me on this physical level? What am I supposed to be learning here? Especially if it's a repetitive lesson. It's something that you didn't already had experience with and it's back again. Obviously, you missed something. That's why we go through lessons again and again and again with the same type of people or the same people, same type of situations or the same situations. Because you're not learning something. I keep telling y'all, the spiritual world don't believe in no child left behind. Baby, you're going to get left behind. Yep. You're most definitely going to get left behind. We are most definitely going to move on without you until you do whatever you need to do to catch up. Whatever work it is that you need to do, whatever you need to learn, whatever you need to see about yourself, whatever you need to see about the world around you, whatever, don't matter. Your ass will get left. The world don't stop because you're not getting it. And you can't cheat your way through this process. Even the people who, quote unquote, sell their souls, they always got to pay it back. They don't never just leave this realm happy. None of them. It don't work like that. You can try to cut the line if you want to. You still gonna have to pay. It always comes back on their ass. Always. Always will. So go through it. One time. Get the lesson. Learn what you need to learn and get up out of there. There's no reason you should be dating the same type of person that you was dating 6 months ago. If you are a single person, something about you should have changed, which requires something more out of who you're looking for. Every time I upgrade myself, I upgrade my standards and my preferences. They go together. They go together real bad. They can't be separated. They like triplets. Every time I upgrade, everything around me upgrades. What I want upgrades. How I want it upgrades. The way I think about it upgrades. The way I think about myself having it upgrades. It all upgrades. I don't care if I wanted something a specific way 2 months ago. Well, babe, it is 2 months later and I want something else. I don't want that no more. I don't want that no more. I'm good on that. No, thank you. I want something else. I've changed. I've seen the light. I've seen some type of light. And I decided that won't be a part of my future. Next. That won't be a part of my future. Next. No, thank you. I don't want that. You can put that back on the shelf. I don't want it. And you'll realize every time you go against your little standards based on how you've grown, shit always go left. It always go left. Because you're supposed to upgrade everything. You can't leave no stone unturned. Every time you go against your standard, it can be one little standard, shit go left. For example, I don't date men with children. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your story. There's no exceptions to that. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if the baby live on Mars and you live here. I don't give a damn. Okay? That's a non-negotiable for me. I don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings about it. But anytime I've tried to make an excuse for that, it always bites me in the ass. And that's just a simple example. Anytime I be like, you know what, let me just see. It's only one kid. Let me just, it bites me in my ass. Not because there's anything wrong with men with children, but that's not what my life is supposed to be. So it instantly pushes me out of alignment. And then my life instantly falls. It's like a train. If you ever seen a train on the track, if one of them cars get knocked off that motherfucking track, everything is going with it. Everything is going with it. It's not going to be that one little car and then the rest of the train going to keep going straight. No. Once you knock one piece off, everything follows. And that's how your life is. When you upgrade your life, when you upgrade who you are, and you start trying to make little substitutes for shit, everything follows. Because if you accept one little thing, you'll accept it all. What the kids say now? She's strict. Very much so. It's hella strict over here. Hella. And a lot of it is about self-value Understanding who you are. Your standards may look different from mine, but it don't change the value of them. And you got to stay true to what the fuck you feel intuitively called towards. Period. If my intuition say, no, that's not for me, that's not for me. When I go around my intuition and try to do what the fuck I want to do, chaos. It may not be chaos today. It may not be chaos tomorrow. But baby, eventually, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be a problem that comes from that because I'm out of alignment. So the second car can be knocked off the train. The 20th car don't know that it's knocked off the train yet. But once it get up there and it start falling the fuck to the side like the other ones, you gonna know. So it don't always happen immediately. Sometimes that shit warm up. And you wake up one day, you be like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Don't do it. In this season, no going against your standards, no going against your boundaries, no going against your non-negotiables. That's a non-negotiable. If you want what you deserve, if you want what is for you, you're going to have to stay true to what the fuck you feel intuitively. And if people don't like it, oh motherfucking well. It's not their life to live. It's not their life to live. It's not their happiness to experience. Whatever you want, you can have in this season, but it all depends on how much you respect and value yourself. Respect and value of self means I put me before you. Every day, all day long. Nobody will ever be more important to me than me. If you feel some type of way about that, that lets me know you don't fuck with yourself. Because you should feel the same way about yourself. And I don't care if you got 30 kids. Shit, none of them come before you to you. I don't give a damn. You got to be the most important thing in your motherfucking life. Because that's the only way that you're going to be able to treat other people right. Is if you know how to treat yourself. If you don't have no good relationship with yourself, you don't have no good relationship with the people around you. I can put money on that. If you don't love yourself, you don't truly love the people around you. I can put money on that. You got to be the most important motherfucking thing in your life. And that sometimes means that everybody ain't for you. That sometimes means all the relationships in your life won't last for an eternity. That sometimes means you won't be at the family events. Sometimes that means you're going to be single for a couple years. Not lonely, not bored. Just single. Not loved on, just single. It's a difference. Uncommitted. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that means that you got to move to a new city, a new state, but you don't know a single soul. Whatever you got to do for you is always worth it. Always. It's never going to not be worth it. It's never going to not work in your favor. Period. It's always going to work in your favor. Because your intentions are good. My intention is that I need to be okay. My intention is to keep myself safe. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. All the alleys. All of them. And if that means that I have to pull away from you, not talk to you, then fuck it. Find a new damn friend. And I'm going to do the same. Find somebody else to talk to, and I'm going to do the same thing. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If that means we can't be together, then I'm going to love your ass from a distance. Love ain't never needed proximity to be love. Meaning I don't got to be around you, be near you, hold your hand, be in the same room, be in the same state, be in the same realm. Inner child healing. Learning to be by yourself. Learning to take care of yourself. This goes back to when we were talking about self-soothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like they children to be held. They need to cry. They need to learn to cry. What the fuck are you talking about? They need to learn to calm themselves down. At 4 months? If you don't go pick up that goddamn baby, why is you leaving the baby crying? Somebody, it need to learn. Learn what? Abandonment? What the fuck? A lot of y'all are growing out of that energy. You was left to yourself to figure out your own emotions. Left to yourself to figure out what the fuck going on. To put the pieces together. To make sense of what the fuck going on. That's trauma. Then you become an adult who don't know how to communicate emotions or don't know what the fuck they feeling. Confusing yourself and everybody around you because you don't know what the fuck you feel. No emotional intelligence at all. Thinking the silent treatment work. You an adult doing the silent treatment. I'll be 5? What the fuck is a silent treatment? Even if you don't want to talk, you got to communicate that. I don't want to talk right now. I need a couple hours to decompress. I need a day or 3. Emotional intelligence. What the fuck? Come on now. Raise your vibration. Raise your vibration, meaning it's your responsibility. Then say raise their vibration or let them raise your vibration. It says raise your own. It's your responsibility. If there's certain people who are lowering your frequency, you get away from them people. If there's certain environments that lower your frequency, you get out of them environments. Certain situations, you get out of them situations. Whatever it is, you do it. You do it. And if that makes other people feel some type of way, then let their ass feel some type of way. Make them mad, let them be mad. Who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a motherfucker? Who cares? Again, the whole point of this message is you were made to be different. This new season is encouraging you to be different. And sometimes that means you're going to have a difference of opinion. You're going to have a difference of idea. Difference in energy. Difference in gifts. Difference in goals and dreams and values. A difference in standards. You know how many people try to talk me into dating people with kids? Try to guilt trip me. Try to convince me that everybody in the world got kids. Try to tell me I wasn't going to find it. You're not going to find anybody better than me. Are you sure about that? Don't tell me that, because I'm going to go out here and purposely try to find it just because you told me I can't. You know what I'm saying? People come with all types of excuses. All types of things that they say just so they can be included in something you're doing. So many people didn't want me to start a business. Well, how you going to do this? And how you going to do that? And how you going to do this? And how you going to do that? I'm going to figure it out. Like, what the fuck? What would you do if your job fired you tomorrow? How you gonna do this and how you gonna do that? What the fuck? Thank you for the gifts. That make sense. I know what I deserve. I know what is going to be my reality. I know what I'm working towards. I've had so many jobs I wasn't credited enough for. Whole elementary school teacher ain't never did a day in college. I mean, not a semester, not a day, a half of an orientation. But I knew who I was supposed to know to get me where I was supposed to go. That's how it worked out for me. That's how it worked out for you. If you know that it will. If you know who you are. If you embrace the fact that your life experience is going to be different than everybody else's. You have to embrace that first. Because then you'll push yourself to do things. And you won't use other people's experiences as a reason to do something or to not do something. A lot of y'all want to look for examples all the fucking time, not knowing that maybe you supposed to be the example this time. Ever thought about that? There's a reason why when you Google certain shit you want to do, don't nothing come up. Because maybe you supposed to be the first thing that comes up. Maybe there's a reason nobody in your bloodline knows about X, Y, and Z. Maybe you're supposed to be the one to introduce it to them. Ever thought about that? Maybe there's a reason you can't find what you're looking for because you are what you're looking for. No, just a thought. You know, just pushing perspectives here. Y'all know we all about perspectives here. Thinking in a different way. You gonna think, so you might as well think differently. Push your thinking. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Clear, cancel, release, and then sacred plan comes out. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not going to go the way that you have it pictured in your head. And it's not going to go in a way that goes smoothly with all of the people around you. Everybody is not going to be with the shits. And you're just going to have to be okay with that. Everybody's not going to understand what you're doing or why you're doing it that way. And you have to be okay with that. Everybody is not going to approve. Everybody's not even going to support you. You want to know how many of my family members support what I do? Versus how many strangers support what I do? Night and day. You wouldn't believe the numbers. You wouldn't believe the numbers. So even when you're looking for people that are super close to you, why? Why are you looking for them? Perspective. Shift your motherfucking gaze. Every day I get on here, I say there's somebody out there who needs what I have. And I'm just asking to be connected with those people. And let the universe do the rest. Whether that means I get 1,000 views today, 2,000 views today, 100,000 views that day, 500,000 views that day, a couple likes this day, I don't give a fuck. Because whoever was supposed to hear what I had to say, they heard it. Because that was my intention. Whoever was supposed to get something from me, they got it. Because that was my intention. When you stop looking at the shit like that, and you just look at it by the number of people that you affect. There was a tweet that changed my whole perspective on social media, right? Especially social media. Now, I want to take some time for social media because a lot of y'all are getting into either building a business on here, being content creators, or whatever the case is, right? They said if you had 10 people in a room stand up and clap after you said something, how would you feel? If you had 25 people in a room stand up and clap after you said something, how would you feel? If you had 50 people in a room stand up and clap after you said something, how would you feel? So when you get 50 likes on something, that's 50 individual people who took the time out of whatever the fuck they was doing to tune into something you had going on. And you got the nerve to not be grateful. There's 17 people who thought whatever you just said was spectacular. And you mean to tell me you don't have a grateful bone in your body? Perspective will change your fucking life. And when you start getting happy over the 17 and the 10 and the 25, that's how you end up at 500 and 1,000 and 10,000 and 20,000. Because you took time to be happy, not for how many people it was, but for the fact that it was people, period. It's not even about the quantity anymore. Fuck the quantity. Perspective. You got that business and you get 3-4 clients a week, or let's say 3-4 clients a month, and you're not happy that 3 to 4 people are taking their personal money and spending it with you? Come on now. Come on now. Let's be for real. Let's really think about it and put it into perspective. They hard-earned money that they can go spend with somebody the fuck else. I'm just saying. When you start getting grateful over that one, that two, when you start posting and moving as if it's 100, that's when shit start changing. When I first started doing lives, it was like 3 people on there. And now I be talking my shit like it's 5,000. Just, and that's when I was really, really wilding. A lot less balanced and reserved than I am now. Good information. Horrible delivery, But it'd be 3 people in there, 4 people in there, 10 people. And I'd be talking the same, talking my shit, saying what I gotta say. I don't care. Woo-doo-woo-wah-doo-wah. Then I look up one day, 20. Okay, shout out to me, 20. Look up 2 weeks later, 40. And it grows from there. Hello. You got to be grateful for every stage. Because it shows that it's not about, again, the quantity of what you have. It's about the fact that you got it. That you are abundant enough to experience that. That you are worthy enough to have something of that magnitude. That you are special enough to bring that type of energy or attention to yourself. Because everybody don't get noticed. And some of y'all be feeling some type of way because you feel like, oh, maybe only 1 or 2 people notice me. Some people don't get noticed at all. You know how many people walk down the street and people barely turn their motherfucking neck? And you feeling some type of way because you just keep getting hit on by the niggas at the gas station? Babe, listen. A win is a win. Okay. You never know who spirit is bringing to say something to you to help you. I was in the goddamn, what was I at? The grocery store, what was this, Monday? With my dad. And he like, run in the store with me. I'm like, all right, we'll run in the store. He getting something. I'm standing around just browsing because I ain't need shit. And if I get to looking too hard, I'm going to buy. I'm just browsing around. The old ass man like, oh, you looking for something sweet because you sweet? And I was like, but thank you. 3 seconds later, one of the girls, okay, all right, he came spinning down the damn aisle, just, frolicking and shit, and said, "Ooh, baddie." I said, "Oh, you like it?" Yes. I said, "Oh, thank you." Baby, them 2 little compliments set me on fire. On fire. It was raining and shit. I ain't even give a fuck no more. Fuck it. Can't tell me nothing now. You never know. Soak it in. Take it in. Let people give you your flowers. Because what the fuck is the difference between the man saying it at the gas station and somebody writing it in your comments? Y'all take social media compliments to value more than human connections. Like, these people can really see you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no filter, ain't no special lighting. You know what I'm saying? You don't always got your best outfit on. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to look like something. You're just out being organic, and you're getting organic compliments. But that don't mean shit to you because you want somebody to put heart eyes in your comments. What is going on with human connection? People been on fucking social media too long. Them people can see you for real. Them people only know what the fuck you put online. You better start taking them compliments. Oh, I don't want people to think my head boosted up. Babe, my head is boosted up. I got a motherfucking forehead for a reason. Because it's full of compliments. Okay? I think it's a forehead. Yeah, I got a forehead. You know what I'm saying? It's full of compliments and intelligence and brilliance. Fuck it. I don't want nobody to think that I'm full of myself. If you're not full of yourself, who wanna be? I'm not gonna be full of you. What the fuck? I keep telling y'all, you better know that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Not think. You better know. There's nothing and nobody out here greater than you are. You gotta know that. And be confident in that fact. Yeah, look, joy and contentment. You gotta be content in yourself. And that don't mean get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And move into one area of your life and just stay there. Because you should always be growing, always moving, always trying to get to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to improve. Go to the next stage, go to the next level, learn the next thing. You know, get the next level of awareness, whatever. Right? You're supposed to always be developing yourself. But you got to be content in knowing that you are enough. Whatever stage you are in enough in that stage. Period. You don't need to be nobody else. You don't need to act like nobody else, walk like nobody else, talk like nobody else. Again, this reading is all about being different, being set apart on purpose. You look how you look for a reason. And if you don't like the way that you look, fucking change it. That's the beauty of this motherfucking reality that we're in. You can change whatever you want. You don't like your body? Work the fuck out. Not lay on nobody's table. Work the fuck out. Change your diet. Okay? There's enough crumbs in your bed to bake a cake. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like your hair ain't growing, oil it up. Start taking care of that motherfucker. Wash it on a consistent basis. Put some motherfucking fruits and berries in there. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Yeah? If you don't like it, fix it. Now, if your nose is big, you better learn how to love that motherfucker. You better learn how to love it. It's big for a reason. If your eyes is big, your eyes is big. What the fuck? If your lips big, your lips big. If you got little ears, you got little ears. I got little ears. They little. I got a little nose. Just gotta learn to love it. It is what it is. Period. What the fuck? I used to be super, super skinny, super small, super petite. I said, you know what? I want to get some shape in this motherfucker. I want to build some muscle. You know what the fuck I did? I got in the gym. I looked at my herbs. I took my herbs. I did what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And I also learned that my body is not going to look like the next person's body in the gym. So my goal is not to go in the gym trying to get their body. My goal is to go get mine. To the best of my ability. Period. Do something about it. If your love life sucks, do something about it. Start loving on yourself. Go heal up them childhood wounds that's keeping you continuously in these badass relationships. Go forgive your daddy. Go forgive your mama. Do the work. Don't sit around and complain. I got mentoring services. I got consultation services. I got readings. I got all that. I got specials going on right now and all of that. Just inbox me. Period. And ain't nobody saying it because it sounds good. I'm saying it because it's true. When I mean if you don't like anything about yourself, change it. I'm talking about the things that you can change. I'm not telling nobody to go and lay on nobody's table and change their nose because it's big. You was born with your nose big. You can't change that. Duh. I'm talking about things that you can change. You can change the health of your body. You can change the shape of your body. You can change the health of your hair. You can change the health of your skin. You can change your emotional life, your physical life, your mental life, your spiritual relationship. Change the things you can change if you don't like them, and learn to love the things that you can't change. Not go and try to become somebody else. That's what I mean. And if you can't understand that, then just say that. Because everybody else seem to get it. Period. It is what it is. But don't sit and complain about things that you can change. That's stupid. You're just wasting time. Period. This is your season to enjoy the differences that you have, the unique parts of you. This is the season to embrace that, because that's where your abundance lies. It lies in your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? It lies in your uniqueness. Should no adolescents be listening to me? And let me say this, as boundaries came out, this is one of my boundaries, okay? For anybody watching me and future people to watch me. These is one of my boundaries. Don't gaslight me. Okay? Don't gaslight me. Some people come into lives and they wait for somebody to say something so that they can have something to say. Okay? So they can have a moment. All right? To do whatever they feel like they want to do. When you have your moment and you're corrected in your moment, don't turn it around and make it seem like your intentions were pure. Don't gaslight me. All right? That's the boundary that I got. I don't like to be gaslit. That's my boundary. Stand on what you did. Stand on your intentions. Okay? Don't do that. All right? Okay. Now, I don't mind honest questions. But there's intentions in everything. And I don't like to be gaslit. Okay? I don't just read cards. All right? I'm just... Okay? Okay. Let's keep going. All right? Family. Family is most... Y'all saw... Okay. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We don't play around over here. That's what we don't do. You know what I'm saying? We don't play around over here. You know? One thing we're going to do is we're going to get that energy together. We're going to clear it on up. Let's close this out. I feel good about this one. I feel real good about this one. Y'all know anytime it's... My mom used to say, anytime the enemy show his head, something is coming. You know? Something is coming for a lot of y'all. And I'm telling you, it requires you... It requires you... Yeah, look at this. 8 of Wands, 5 of Cups. This is definitely coming out of a I'm hearing torment. It feels like you've been tormented with life, which is heavy energy. But you feel like you've been tormented with life. But the work that you've been doing, the changes you've been making, is what's bringing in this new beginning for you. Putting the power back in your hands is what Spirit is saying. The power is going back to your hands. I'm hearing the rightful owner. You are the rightful owner of this energy. You are the rightful owner of this abundance. You're the rightful owner of whatever the fuck this is. This is something that has been owed to you, or something that you were supposed to align with for a while. And I'm not talking just this lifetime. Spirit has really been, talking to us, especially over here, about some of the timelines kind of combining, right? And a lot of y'all have been here and you had certain things you were supposed to be doing. But there have been certain bumps on the road where you haven't completed all that you were supposed to complete. But I feel like whatever completion is coming, it's here in this timeline. So whatever's coming in has been owed to you for a while, but you finally have done whatever was needed of you as a soul. And that's why it may not make sense. Thank you, Spirit. It may not make sense to you. Like I said in that dream when I just woke up and I was on another island. I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? It may not make sense why you are getting as much as you're getting because you're thinking about this lifetime and this lifetime only. You're thinking about the things that you've done while you've been here that you remember, that you're consciously aware of. But you're being rewarded for things that you've done in the past as well. This is not just a this moment type of thing. You know what song I've been playing a lot? Get ready. Tonight. Wanna make this a night to remember. I've been playing that shit for the last 2 weeks. First of all, it's a fucking bop. Okay? I mean, crack back then was doing some spectacular things. Anywho, it's a fucking bop. But other than that, there's something that's about to be an experience to remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play it at the end because they're going to try to copyright me if I play it right now because I got to post this to YouTube. I'm going to play it at the end. But yeah, this is a lot of self-discovery, a lot of making the right decisions, especially when it came to finances. I feel like some of y'all are doing something or you're going for something that doesn't really have the money up front. It's like the work ethic is up front. Y'all been doing a lot of things that require work ethic first, and then you get the benefits later on. Even if this is not monetary, this could definitely still be something about something you're passionate about, something you think about often, something you want for yourself, whatever, right? But you had to make some decisions between some shit that other people may have folded. I'm even hearing when it comes to like relationships, like maybe who you could have been with, they may have had a lot of materialistic things, but they didn't have what you needed. You know what I'm saying? Or they could have been physically a lot of what you wanted, but not what you needed. You know what I'm saying? Or shit like that. But there's been a lot of decisions that you had to make that other people, they would have fucking folded. They would have been like, you know what, fuck that. I'm just going to go with this option because it looks good, feel good, whatever. Sounds good, all that. And you was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I know who I am and I know what's for me. And I know that that's not for me. Even though it looks good, even though it feels good, even though it sounds good, that's not for me. That person is not for me. That thing is not for me. That job is not for me. That career is not for me. Living in that city or that state is not for me. Whatever. It's like a lot of y'all took the hard work over the comfort. You made that decision. And it took a minute. You know what I'm saying? 7 of Pentacles energy. It definitely has been a journey, right? But you about to get a whole new experience. I just heard washed ashore. So, you know, like in those movies where the people be like, or what's that movie? Is it Lost? Castaway? I think it's Castaway. Where the man washed up on the island. He was the only one on the island by himself. It's like that's the energy, but it's not negative that you're on this island by yourself. It's like you washed up to this whole brand new fucking world that is full of everything that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? All the fruits, and I'm just saying like very, very frugal, a very frugal island where there's a lot of fruits and berries and just shit that you need. You know what I'm saying? beautiful views and boats and all type of things. You know what I'm saying? Nice little houses and shit. Like, very, I don't know how I got here, but I'm thankful for being here type of energy. I was upset because the road here, I'm like, damn, I don't know nobody. I'm not in a familiar place. You know what I'm saying? I'm in an uncomfortable environment. I ain't never been here before. I ain't never been there before. I ain't never had to use these particular skills. Like, a lot of y'all are using skills that you probably didn't even know that you had. It's very much like, I did not know I could do that. Or I thought that this was going to be hard for me to learn, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? I grasped it. I thought that it was going to be difficult. I thought that I was going to struggle. I thought that I wasn't going to get it, but I got it. Or I didn't think that I could do it, but I'm doing it type of thing. And that's why you're going to end up where you're going to end up, with this new beginning, with this clean slate, so to speak. Some of y'all are resetting your clock. I don't know if y'all ever seen this movie called In Time, Intime, In Time. And it got Justin Timberlake in it. And basically these people, they live off of time. Their time is basically their currency. And they like exchange time like currency. So they may buy something and it may cost a week. But when they get to zero, they die. You know what I'm saying? And Justin Timberlake woke up with all that fucking time. And he had to move through the time zones, okay, to get to the high class environment where everybody was like millionaires and billionaires because they had a whole bunch of time. They had 100 million years and 100,000 years and whatever. And that's like billionaire top class with them. Millionaire type energy. And he just woke up with all this motherfucking time and was able to be in those spaces. It's kind of like that. It's like you like, why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And right before he got all of that, his mom died because she ran out of time. So it's like you're taking hits. Back to this Five of Cups. Emotional hits. Things are happening. But you being persistent, you being consistent, you believing in yourself, you understanding your worth, your power, your value, is pushing you forward. So eventually, you get to an even better place than you thought because you unlock things within yourself that you didn't even know was there. Let's get two more. And then I'm going to play the song for us to end off. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This is like, what I'm getting with this card is like, look at the chariot at the bottom of the deck. I'm talking about movement, okay? I'm getting like Hercules, like when he first found out that he was a god. And then he had to go through all of those stages of like learning how to like fight and work his powers and shit. That's like where y'all are right now. Like you finally finding out like you are more than who you thought that you was. And it makes sense because you always felt like you was more. But life was lifing, so you didn't allow yourself to entertain that thought too much. But now you're starting to see like, damn, I really am a god. I really do have all of these, you know, energetic possessions within me. You know, the ability to do all of these things. And then you start doing them. And you start learning and you start going further than you thought. And you start embracing the things that made you different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hercules little kids was making fun of him because he was so strong. But it's like, why are you making fun of me because I'm strong? That don't even make sense. But he started embracing it. And then now everybody was on his dick. They had whole songs. Who was the gladiator? Hercules. That's my movie. Don't play with me. I love me some Hercules. But he was on top. That's the energy. It's like you shock yourself with all of your capabilities and who you are and the things that you're able to do. And then you finally start to get real recognition. Because you are living in your truth. It's like when a celebrity goes into a crowd, but they in like some type of incognito disguise, and don't nobody know who the fuck they are, because they putting on another face. They pretending to be somebody the fuck else. But if they stand in that same crowd and pull all that shit off, everybody gonna go fucking crazy. That's what's happening for a lot of y'all. You finally taking that fucking mask off. And you just allowing yourself to have those moments where people are just in awe of who you are and what you have to get. Yeah, Queen of Swords energy, period. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Strength. Six of Wands. Like I said, being in the crowd. People gonna be looking at you. They're gonna be wanting things from you. Wanting to be your friend. Wanting to know who you are. Wanting to know what you be doing. Where you be going? Where you be hanging out? You wanna hang out? You wanna be friends? Can I have your number? Can I have it? Can I have it? My little croissant. I'm showing my age a little bit. All right, let's play the song. I do have specials available again for mentorships, life coaching. What was I trying to do? All of that.